The mission of Safe Kids Anoka County is to prevent unintentional childhood injuries, which are the leading cause of death and disability for kids under the age of 14. They work to accomplish that goal through educational services to children and families, summer safety camps for elementary-aged kids, bike helmet fitting clinics for the whole family, and car seat safety clinics and inspections.
Once a month we hold clinics throughout the county. The goal of the clinic is to teach the parent how to install the car seat correctly in the vehicle, as well as how to correctly put the child in the car seat so they can travel safely.
When it comes to properly installing a car seat, there is one mistake that Connie said is made by many parents.
Probably one of the most common mistakes is the seats aren't snug enough in the vehicle. The seat manufacturers allow a little bit of movement. We call it the belt path, where the seat belt system goes through the child safety seat, or the lower latch goes through the child safety seat. The car seat manufacturers allow a little bit of movement, but oftentimes there's just too much movement. You can't have more than an inch of movement side to side of the belt path.
At the clinics, the experts on hand share tips and tricks they have learned over the years to get the seats installed as tight as possible. They also help parents work through the instructions from the manufacturer. Besides correct installation, Safe Kids Anoka County also works to educate the public on the latest safety recommendations and laws pertaining to car seats and boosters.
We really want people to know that they should keep their child rear-facing as long as possible within the guidelines of the seat, the height and the weight guidelines of the seat, up to 2 years. And the reason we want to keep them rear-facing up to that 2-year mark is because that allows their musculoskeletal system to fully develop. And then when they're rear-facing, the seat takes more of the impact of the crash versus the child's body. That's a big message we want to get across.
In Minnesota, a state law was enacted to give parents a legal guideline for when their kids need to be in some sort of child restraint system.
The other thing we want to really stress to parents, that children should be in some type of safety restraint until they can fit the seatbelt system properly. And for most kids, that's right around the 8-year mark. The Minnesota state law does require that children under 4 feet 9 inches and under 8 years old be in a seat, but oftentimes children aren't big enough yet to be in the regular seatbelt system. So many times older children still need to stay in that booster seat until the seatbelt system fits them properly.
Connie believes that the law is well known by parents, but cautions that parents need to pay attention to more than just the age of their child when deciding how they ride in a car.
I do think parents are more aware of the law, that they need to, by law, keep their child in a booster seat or a child restraint seat up to that 8-year mark. I think the little bit of education that's missing is that oftentimes, like I said, children just aren't large enough to be in the seatbelt system, and they should be in that booster seat beyond that 8-year age.
Research has shown that more than 90% of accidental injuries can be prevented, and Safe Kids Anoka County is working hard to do their part to prevent as many injuries as possible. For North Metro TV News, Ben Hale reporting.